Hi, in this video I'm going to have a look at the dragon in King of Avalon. Maybe some of you will ask why the dragon. It's nothing changed there, it's an old feature. That's true, and if you have already maxed out your dragon, know what you're doing, just skip this video. But for lately, but I guess already always I've seen people who just don't develop their dragon well. They stop after a certain moment, they find it too time consuming, too expensive, and that's really a pity, because it's actually a very key component. Even though it is so old, the boosts you can get from your dragon are very good, and because they are in the damage reduction area, you cannot get them in any other way, or only in a few other ways, and you should make sure you max out every way you can get those damage related boosts. So if you look at your dragon, from the dragon layer you can go to the dragon skills menu, and what you ultimately want is for these 8 skills. I have one extra that I will talk a bit about later, but for the 8 normal skills you would like to max all of them to level 31, and also at least 5 stars, preferably getting some to 6 stars. Let's just go through them. So you have your March of Fury March capacity, always very nice. You have your Dragon Blessing that gives wounded conversion and troop health, also both nice, especially the wounded conversion. You have 2 cavalry claws that let your cavalry do extra damage versus bowmen, this one, and infantry, the other one. That is very nice. And especially what's also very nice is from level 21 onwards you get, or 22 onwards you get cavalry damage instead of the cavalry versus bowman damage. So it is general cavalry damage against all other troops. And here the secondary is cavalry attack. Here we have our bowman damage and bowman versus cavalry damage. So first bowman versus cavalry damage, and at the later levels bowman damage. And here that is first bowman versus infantry damage, and at the later levels bowman attack. And this one is a reduction of damage. So your infantry versus bowman damage reduction, and your infantry versus cavalry damage reduction. So your infantry is better equipped against bowmen and cavalry. So these are all very important. These damage, I've mentioned about it in other videos, other guides. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but there are only a few key ways to get damage and damage reduction boost. The most important ones, probably the most important one, is the dragon. Besides that, the prestige levels of buildings and the gear. There are a few other ones like heroes. You do get a bit from Alliance Research, from higher level buildings, 41 plus range and stables, and accolades. I think that's probably it. But one of the key areas is this one, and this, if you don't perform well here, that will really hurt you. And the damage. If you don't have a well-developed dragon, or if you don't have your dragon at home, you become a target for big players. And that is, irrespective of the amount of troops you have, the gap between your damage and their damage reduction, if that is small, and the gap between their damage and your damage reduction, if that is large, they can easily kill large amount of your troops without getting much casualties, irrespective of the amount of troops you have, basically, because of this, the way the damage and damage reduction boosts work. So pay attention to those. Okay, that is very important. Now a bit how it works. As you level up your dragon, you will unlock more dragon skills, and you will unlock more dragon skill levels. So the higher your dragon level is, with a maximum of 70, the higher you can upgrade all your dragon skills. I'm not exactly sure because things have changed after I've already maxed it. I'm not completely sure whether you still need to go to level 70 to max out all dragon skills, but just make sure you can max out all dragon skills, and that's at level 31. That is upgrading them. For that you also need dragon skill experience, but you get quite some of that from normal gameplay, and I will look at some of the shops where you can get that as well. And the other thing, besides upgrading, you can also evolve them. That is the star level, evolve or enhance. That is the star level that you see here. For that you need intensity crystals. That gives an extra boost. Let's have a look at that. So this is enhanced or evolved to 5 stars, and then you get a 42% extra boost of the benefit that you get, which is, especially once you have maxed out your dragon skills, that is quite significant as well. Okay, you do get some, first look at the, first a few other things. You do get some boost from your dragon itself, some troop attack, defense, health from your dragon. You do get some boost from your star level. 40% currently for me, also troop attack, defense, health, and you do get some other boost from your dragon level, dragon XP level, but those are not combat related. Okay, so that says everything about the dragon boost. Now let's look, so if you look at the dragon XP level, from normal gameplay, your dragon XP level does go up. And initially, when you start playing, the levels go up quite fast, but there is really quite a huge increase in Dragon XP required for the higher levels. So you're not going to get there within years of gameplay if you don't find any other way of getting the Dragon XP. You do need a total of around 960 million Dragon XP, quite a lot. But you can get some. One very important way is to daily buy this large Dragon XP 80. So that is 80 times 20,000, that is 1.6 million. Okay, you're not going to get to 960 million overnight by doing this, but it will definitely help and make a difference. If you keep doing this every day, you're going to work faster towards your goal. So if you haven't been doing that, and if you haven't maxed out your dragon, start doing that as soon as possible. And give priority to that compared to other stuff if you don't have enough points. The dragon is very important, and I would always favor damage and damage reduction boosts over attack, defense, health boost, no matter what the size is. Another way to get some is via the spirit ceremonies. You can, there's still something to donate. Okay, you can hold a ceremony for Dragon XP. I'm not going to do that because my dragon is maxed. But for that you get 110 of the 100k, so that is 11 million. That is quite a big step. Of course, you cannot hold ceremonies every day or every week even, but do that when you can and focus on the Dragon XP. That is more important than stuff like noble badges, which you can get in many other ways. Just focus, also focus with your ceremonies on your Dragon XP if you haven't maxed that out yet. Looking at some shop, let's look at the intensity crystals as well. They are quite difficult to come by in my experience. I'm currently, whenever I can, purchasing the intensity crystal 3, 4 and 5 from the trials shop. It's not going very fast to work towards 6 stars that I'm currently doing, but it helps. And if you have anything not yet at 5 stars. This will definitely help you get there faster. I find the Intensity Crystal 1 and 2 to be relatively expensive, so I don't really want to buy a lot of those. So typically I don't buy them and I only go for 3, 4 and 5. Actually 5 is relatively the cheapest, but you can only buy one every 7 days, so that's a bit annoying. You can buy some Dragon Skill XP as well from the Spire loot, and I believe also from the Spirit Store, or from the, maybe not from, oh sorry, Dragon, I have to look at, yeah, from the Spirit Store, the Dragon Skill XP, which replaced the Assault and Guardian power. That's something from the past. Okay, so that's where you can get those ingredients. One, if you have a lot of gold, this is not really very useful, one to mention it anyway. If you have a lot of gold, you can consider buying you can buy 2 million for, normally it goes for a little over 20,000 gold. 20,000 gold is the minimum price, and normally not many people are still interested to buying it, because most people that have large amounts of gold have already maxed out their dragon. But it could help you a little bit if you have large amounts of gold, but probably, yeah, not many people do to the extent that it can significantly help their dragon. Okay, well, that is I guess that's the most important things. Just keep working towards getting your dragon to a higher level. I wanted to mention, relatively recently I made a separate video on that. I unlocked one of my advanced hero skills, the Rain of Fire. Upgrading it is very tough, requires another scroll, which means 500 fragments, which you can these days only get by holding ceremonies, which goes very slowly. I don't think I'm going to do that, but yeah, I'm not completely sure yet. It's very expensive, but I might not have other good things to do at the moment, so yeah, might still go for it. It gives an extra amount of kills during each battle, so that's nice. Only it's, yeah, my eyes way too expensive, but okay. Okay, I think this is already it. I really hope. Oh yeah, no, this is not it yet. What is very important to know is that your dragon boosts are only active when you are attacked. For example, if your dragon is at home, or it's only when you march, it's only helping when your dragon is in your march. Well, normally that's what people do. They add their dragon to their march, but what they might forget is if they attack somebody with their dragon, or if they garrison a building or are in a rally with their dragon, then the dragon is not at home, and it makes you very vulnerable. And that is that's a way to, if people see that, if people suspect that, they hit you, that is going to potentially cost you a lot. Because besides the dragon boost itself, which are the most important, you of course also miss your dragon emblem boosts. What you can do is get a dragon idol from the temporary relic store, or if you prefer what's a little more expensive, or a lot more expensive, is a dragon blade. From the dragon point of view, they are the same, but here you get 15% troop attack, defense and health extra. I don't think that's worth it to pay 17,500 gold for that, but some people might think it is. So that's something to consider. Just notice that you don't even get any benefit, hardly get any benefit from buying it for 30 days. Could have done that in a nicer way. interesting. I don't really thought about that one ever. Sorry for that delay, that break. So the dragon idol, if you're going to attack, if you feel there is a chance you're going to be attacked with your dragon away from home, make sure you have the dragon blade or dragon idol. I always use the dragon idol, especially if you do combat during Kingdom versus Kingdom, you're in the forest, or make sure you have it active. You don't want to get caught without your dragon being at home. That is going to make sure you have so much more casualties if you don't have your dragon benefits, and so fewer kills. It's really making a huge difference. Another thing that I never use is a dragon shadow that allows you to have your dragon in 2 different marches basically, but that is something you need to purchase with real money, and in my eyes very expensive. So that's not something I like to do. I've never done it. Okay, that's it. I hope for those who didn't realize the importance of the dragon yet, this will help you understand it, and this will help you focus on maxing it out, at least unlocking and upgrading all dragon skills to the maximum level. Evolving them or enhancing them is just something you need to keep working on. That is a task that is never done. Okay, that was it. Thanks for watching this video, and if you do have any questions in general or about a dragon or any comments, that's always much appreciated. Please share.